One of the best business models you can start today is a faceless YouTube channel. You need to choose the right niche, and I know that is why you're here. So I want to share one powerful niche that is always evergreen, very profitable, easy to create videos on this niche, and you have all the resources you need. By the time I review this niche, you will be surprised because this niche has been sitting under your nose for a very long time, but you are not just paying attention. You consume videos in this niche almost all the time, yet you're asking for the best niche to create videos on. To start with, this niche has one of the best CPMs, and I'm talking about finance. Hold on, don't click away. I'm not telling you to go ahead and start the channel, the faceless channel on finance, on that broad topic finance. No, there's a lot of niches, sub-niches, and subcategories that you can target that is not the broad investment and personal finance. In fact, I want you to stay away from those ones and just focus on some niches that people don't talk about, yet they pay a lot. I'm talking about in CPM and in RPM. So finance and wealth is the niche that I'm always interested in, and I want you to get excited about it. Why? Because everyone is interested in finance. Everyone wants to grow their wealth. Everyone wants to make money, save money. Everyone wants to know the news about money. Everyone wants to know the next investment, the next stock, why a stock dropped, why it skyrocketed. Everyone wants to know what is happening with their money. So why would you waste time on every other niche when you are already interested in finance? You may think you're not interested in finance, but you are. That's why you go to work every day. That's why you're looking for ways to make side income. So choose finance and then go down that path. Let's go down the rabbit hole of finance. What are the topics you could cover in finance? Well, almost every year or every decade, one or more banks, they go bankrupt. So that is a topic. That means in finance, there are bankruptcies. That is a sub-niche. So in finance and wealth, there is a subcategory known as bankruptcies. So you could dedicate a channel specifically to covering bankruptcies. What happened to banks? Why do banks go bankrupt? Why do businesses go bankrupt? Why do corporations, organizations go bankrupt? When people lose their money, what happens to them after that? That is a separate, it is too tiny in the sense of it is not as large as personal finance, yet it is one of the best places because it touches on the pain points that people go through. It's emotional. And when you tap into an emotional niche, then you can make a lot of money from this. Another sub-niche is also crimes. Banking, there are crimes. The executives, they commit crimes, fraud, FTS, all the crimes, all the fraud that are happening there. That is another separate niche under the broad category of finance and wealth. So you could dedicate your channel just to covering the crimes in this scene. How do startups and founders raise capital? How do they spend it? As we go down this path, you begin to see opportunities present themselves that would help you make a lot of money from having a finance channel rather than just talking about how to invest money, what is the best stock to buy. Those ones are just saturated. They don't need to do those ones. So you see that you go the path of talking about crimes in the finance niche. So one of the channels that I love so much is Finance. There's also How Money Works. I know you must have watched one of his videos. It talks about the culture of money, the new money, everything that involves around it, and then it compares it with workplace, employees, staff, everything, and you enjoy his videos. Why? Because he's covering topics that you are excited about. So another YouTube channel that I love so much is also Old Money Family. This one talks about the richest families and how they amass their wealth. It talks about the Rockefellers, how they made money, and other ones, not just in the US, but everywhere. It talks about how the Saudis made their fortune. That is also finance. So finance pays anywhere from $15 all the way to $100. I'm talking about CPM. So if YouTube pays you 55%, so you are going to get about $12 to about $75, depending on the number of views you have. And when it comes to finance, you're not looking for thousands, millions of views. Yes, that could happen, but what you should aim for is increasing your retention. And when you're telling a story with your finance topics, for example, if you're talking about old money practice, how people of old made money and how they have been able to sustain it till now, and use storytelling to envelop your idea, people want to know what happens at the very end, how they really made this money, how they kept it. So people watch all through to the end, and if your video is more than 8 minutes long, it means you can put ads at the beginning, mid-roll, at the middle, and at the end. So you make a lot of money. And because people watch these videos all through to the end, or they watch a significant portion of it, it means people can see your first ad, they can see the second and they may see the last one if they watch all through to the end. So in starting a faceless YouTube channel, it's not really about getting thousands of views. It's about increasing the watch time so that people can stay longer on your channel and watch your video and binge watch your video. That is how you can increase your earnings. How do you get resources to cover financial crimes? Well, they're all online. FTS, you see them online. News covers it. There are PDF reports. There are books written dedicated to just FTS crime and cryptocurrency crimes. There are podcasts. There are YouTube channels that covers all of these crimes and fraud in the financial sector. So you grab them and they're all free. You take the bits that you want. And now we have AI. You can use AI to get all the resources, the information you need in bits, and then collate them, edit them, and use them to create powerful videos. That is why I love ChatGPT. ChatGPT can show you everything you need to know, even things you were not aware of when it comes to cryptocurrency crimes, financial crimes, banking fraud, and help you bring it to light. People want to know all of these things, and imagine the Lehman Brothers, the recession 2008, everything. People still want to know what has been happening till that time, the impact of those crimes and fraud in our lives today. So let's stick to what works. Let's not reinvent the wheel. That is why many of my faceless channels are in the finance niche. I just take one aspect of finance and go deeper into it. And you can use AI to generate topics, to cover topics that you have never thought of, that you have never even imagined. Crimes, financial fraud that happened in the past. You could use AI to get those ideas, get those topics. You could also read real books to find some crimes, war crimes, and cover them. Remember, war crimes, financial crime, those who benefited from war, they are also part of finance. There's a bridge between war and finance and wealth. So those are topics in the finance niche that people haven't even touched. It's an opportunity for you.